Welcome to This Week in Wimberley. I'm Chris Doelle. I will be joined shortly by Mr. Z, Gary Zupancic. This is a show where we talk about what's going on in and around the Wimberley Valley, all the fun stuff. We will get to that in just a moment, but first, quick message from some people who made this show possible.
Looking for a one-stop shop for all your indoor, outdoor, garden, and ranch needs? Look no further than King Feed and Hardware. Our customers rave about our old general store vibe and the unique, eclectic mix of products you won't find anywhere else. Whether you need tools for the garden, supplies for your pets, equipment for your livestock or construction business, or just something for your home, we've got you covered. Plus, don't miss our destination nursery and garden center with a constantly changing inventory of plants, trees, vegetables, yard art, and outdoor furniture. Bring the family and visit our animal residence or pick up toys, games, and books for the kids. Come see us in Wimberley, Texas and discover what makes King Feed and Hardware the ultimate shopping destination.
Are you looking for a fun and unique way to decorate cookies? Introducing Paint Your Own Cookies from 100 Oaks Farms in Inez, Texas. The edible paint palettes make prep and clean up a snap, and their award-winning sugar cookie recipes ensure each bite is a delicious treat. Making PYO cookies is the perfect activity for parties, events, or just a fun night in. It's easy, it's fun, it's super interactive for both kids and adults. You create and decorate your own cookie masterpieces with endless possibilities of designs and patterns. Whether it's for a party, a special event, or just a thoughtful gift, PYO cookie kits are sure to make your occasion a sweet success. Visit their website at 100oaksfarmtexas.com or give them a call at 937-499-4790 to order your own Paint Your Own Cookie Kit today. All right, everybody, join me in welcoming Gary Zupancic, Mr. Z, to the show. How are you doing, Gary?
Doing really fine. You know, of course, all I'm doing is staying in the air conditioning.
Right. Hey, that's the only thing you can do.
But seriously, you know, here it is, 106 degrees in the day, and on a Tuesday, downtown is packed. I mean, there's cars everywhere. I mean, it's, hey, it really surprised me. I thought everybody would just be like me and stay at home in the AC, but I guess people still want to go out,
Well, everybody's making a big deal about the heat because it's been on the news, but, we've had these stretches of 100-degree weather year after year after year. This is nothing new.
Oh, I agree. In fact, I remember I don't know, about a decade ago, it was September, and it just stretched all the way till October. It's like, oh, my goodness. So, really, there's good news from the high school. They placed in the Lone Star Cup standings. So what the Lone Star Cup standings is all the UIL events that the school participates in, including band and, all the sports, all academic, all speech and debate, but also band and other stuff like that. And we placed 22 out of 200, which is pretty good.
Very good.
Geez, that's a lot of schools that we were better at. So that's really good. Also, with this hot weather, it would be a really, really good time to foster a dog. And really, if you want to foster a dog and at any time, you just say you can't do it, you bring back no questions asked or anything like that. But the Wimberley Adoption Group and Rescue says that, if you foster a dog in need, that really frees up 2 spaces in the shelter for dogs that really actually need it. So, go ahead and contact them, WAG or Wimberley Adoption Group and Rescue.org, and they'll fix you up with a dog. If you're going to sit inside all the time, that's a good time because really what all these dogs need is socialization. You need to know how to get around, with humans and to, do usual dog things, sit, stay, that type of stuff, So the Wimberley players had a free ticket giveaway, and what they do is they donate tickets to a business or a group in order to spread around, get people interested in it. And right now they're doing And Then There Were None, which is the Agatha Christie play. And we're giving away free tickets to that. But they're running also to the end of the month, I think it is. That's going to be coming up here pretty quickly. Other big news: PEC awarded $33,000 to area nonprofits, which I thought was a very good corporation move. It's always good, supporting the nonprofits.
Mm-hmm.
And really, there's only 2 weeks until Texan football comes alive. I mean, it's that time of year. Although it's hot, I'm sure they're going to get the kids up, and be there at 6, work 6 to 8, and then, 8 p.m. to 8 p.m. is fine. I don't know what their hours are, but they'll have 2-a-days, but they won't be out there in the heat, because too many players die. Every year there's someone doesn't get hydrated enough and has a hard time, So
I just got back from coaching school, which they hold every year, the Texas High School Coaches Association, and there's a big emphasis on training and health, and especially heat-related issues. So that's a lot of what goes on there, is that sort of training to make sure all these coaches are certified and know exactly what to do. So we're in good hands.
Excellent. Glad to hear that. Yeah. So there's some new information on the farmers and artisan market. It's every Thursday. It has been meeting in front of the First Baptist Church, but they moved to the Cowboy Church parking lot, and that's right across the street from the fire station, right on Green Acres. I think it's not 101 Green Acres, but they will be going there from now on. They'll be there Thursdays, usual times, 2 to 6. And there's a Sundays farmer market behind Blanco Brew every Sunday, 9 to 11 a.m. Mm-hmm. And don't forget the Wimberley Valley Museum is open. It's located in the 1857 Winters Wimberley House, and it's open for visitors every Friday from 1 to 4. Okay. Now the library, they're doing a big expansion, and really they are a rocking library. I mean, they have something for everybody, and really July 21st, which is next Friday, they will be having a basil seminar, I guess, at the Herb Society of America Country Unit at the library, and it'll show you many uses of basil. And I know my basil is just taken off. Of course, I have it in the shade. I have it in the shade, somewhat protected, but it seems to be doing pretty well.
And you're pinching back the flowers, right?
Oh yes. Yeah, I go out there every day and look, and it's about every other day I'm pitching off flowers, So also at the library, and that's really going to be Thursday, July 27th at 2 p.m., they're going to have a Mary Hill aromatherapy class. I guess that's based on bees, essential oil recipes, and a whole bunch of other stuff, and that's free too. That's Thursday, July 27th at 2 p.m. at the library. So there's stuff going on at the library. And then, of course, VFW Bingo meets every Friday night. Doors open at 6:30, and with lots of food concessions. Early bird games start at 7 p.m. The real games start at 8 p.m. And, of course, it's BYOB, but they have a lot of great food and all that. And that goes to a good cause. That goes to VFW 6441. And if you want more information on that, that's VFW6441.com/bingo. So, really, there's, again, it's so hot, but, there's lots of bands. Thursday, Jesse Stratton's at the KWVH patio at 10:15. Then Mott Trio at Hayes City Store at 6-7. Open mic at Savages. And Shake Russell at Susanna's Kitchen tonight at 7:30. Thursday night at 7:30. Friday, 10:15 at the KWVH patio is Ruby Dice. 6:30, Marvin and Laura Botera at Fishtails. 7 p.m., E.J. Matthews at Hayes City Store. 7 p.m., Texas Atras at Savages. Saturday, Aaron Tilt at Henson Square. 1 p.m., E.J. Matthews at Hayes City Store. 6 p.m., Erica Michelle at Rough House. And also at 6, Nate Guthrie in Middleton. So that's a stone's throw from each other. So you could, 2 for the price of 1. What can you say? 7 p.m., Blue Mist at Hayes City Store. Also 7 Full-On Fiasco at Savages. And 8 p.m., Gus Miller at Mercer Street. Sunday, noon, Cameron Albright at Mercer Street. Monty Good at Mercer Street starting at 3. 4 p.m., Montana Land at Savages. 4 p.m., Cook at Ghost Note. 6 p.m., Foster and Quinn Band at Hayes City Store. Also at 6, Robert Klein at Community Pizza. And we featured Robert Klein a while back, and he did a song about the swampers down in Muscle Shoals. And boy, I just love that song. I really do. Okay, Monday, July 24th, Long Prairie at KWVH Patio, 6 p.m. W.C. Clark at Hayes City Store, 6 p.m. Open Mic at Middleton's, 6 p.m. Ashton Naylor at Savages. And going into Tuesday, Dallas Burrow at the KWVH Patio, 6 p.m. Mavo Butera and Friends at Fishtails. Also at 6, Anime Rose at Hayes City Store. Wednesday, 10:15, Beaver Nelson at KWVH Patio. 6 p.m., Brianna Adams at Hayes City Store. 6 p.m., Jacob Allen Jager at Community Pizza. And 6:30 p.m., Song Circle at Savages. So do you know what a Song Circle is?
Yeah, I mean, if it's what I recall, it's just these musicians sitting around and working on stuff together.
Yeah, exactly. What they do is they'll play one of their songs, and then they'll pass the guitar to somebody else. And, they all get ideas like that, So, and it really is it's a lot of fun to watch. Okay, and don't forget, each week the bands in town are provided by Carl Rabineau of the Wimberley Valley Arts and Cultural Alliance, or WVACA, W-V-A-C-A, and you can get a hold of them .org. They do all the arts in Wimberley, all the arts. Okay, this week is Finger Pistols. I talked to Dan Hardick, and he was about the song, and he was coming back from a usual Tuesday night show, and he was stuck at Burnett Road up in Austin. And, of course, the light got stuck. So, and, here it is at midnight. Nobody's there. So he's sitting and he started singing the song, Stuck at the Stoplight phrase. So he finally ran the light. He said, I don't know how long it took. And, in the song, he throws in all the small-time musicians, all their worries and that type of stuff. And at the end of the song, he talks about a troubadour in the last verse, and it's really the now-deceased Rutger Weir who wrote the song Don't Make You Want to Dance. So, nice. Here it is.
There was $8.35 in the tip jar, and a note on a napkin from some lady named Flo. The bar is closed out and the band has been paid, and home is the only place I wanna go. But I'm stuck at a stoplight, 3 hours past midnight, waiting for my luck to change. Some Billy Ray Cyrus is blasting out of the speakers from a hot country station at the end of the dial. It just started raining and my wipers are streaking, and all I can manage is a frustrated smile, 'cause I'm stuck at a stoplight, 3 hours past midnight, waiting for my luck to change. If I could keep my eyes open, I might catch a break, instead of just trying to get by. If I could hold my head up and just wait my turn, who knows how high I could fly. me like when I first started. You gotta do it for love, or you won't do it long. And after all these years, I think I proved what he was saying. But sometimes I wonder if this love's done me wrong. When I'm stuck at a stoplight, 3 hours past midnight, waiting for my love to change. When I'm stuck at a stoplight, 3 hours past midnight, hoping my luck's gonna change.
Excellent stuff as usual. It's a nice, cool, just relaxing song, but I really love Finger Pistols. That's a great name.
Yeah, seriously, I saw that name. It's like, hey, I got to find out who these guys are. That's a really, really great name. Yeah, and they do country and western good.
Yes.
They have a big repertoire. In fact, go ahead and, you go to fingerpistols.com, I believe, and there's lots of videos and everything else there. So, yeah, they're great. And they're going to be appearing, I think, somewhere around here July 20. So, and then they take off. Good find. Yeah. This week is the nonprofit is the Amigos de Jesus. They're a 501c3 nonprofit. Their organization helps provide basic daily needs such as food, clothing, and health emergencies for the Wimberley community, okay? And really, they really have a tilt to the Spanish families, the Mexican families. And they help feed them. And, in fact, they say here, the recipient of its services are good, law-abiding families just attempting to survive. They distribute food, toiletries, and daily essentials to local families through their Mercado. It's a food pantry providing Spanish-speaking assistance to those in need. They have an annual coat drive, and they participate in the back-to-school fiesta, Camp Good Sam, Thanksgiving meals, which they help send the kids home with during the Thanksgiving break. And they also have pre-K programs. So that's our nonprofit this week. And, of course, they are amigosdejesus.org. So if you want to learn a little bit more about them. Yeah.
I tell you, the thing that, if you've been a listener since we started this thing, the takeaway here is there are a ton of great nonprofits. You think Wimberley's small, but there's a lot going on here.
Oh, yeah. In fact, a good friend of mine who's elderly, her daughter is in need of a stem cell transplant, and she was just at her wit's end. She didn't know what to do. I said, hey, call Barnabas Connection. Hey, that's the first place I would call would be Barnabas Connection because they're good on helping people like that. Getting not actually giving them money, but actually pointing them in the right direction to where they can get their problem solved. So yeah, this is a good community. The nonprofits are just awesome. Don't forget you can catch me at kwvh.org or 94.3 FM on Tuesdays at 1 to 2 p.m. This week we'll have Aileen Edgington who tells us all about the big expansion in the library. And that's at the Hitchin Post on 1 p.m. at KWPH. And that's about all I got.
Sweet. And you mentioned earlier about Wimberley Texans football will be playing soon. I just wanted to remind people that we will be doing a show with Coach Doug Warren each week during the season. So to find out about that, get in touch with the Wimberley Booster Club.
Hey, there you go. Or could they really just check the Lone Star Podcast Network?
You got it.
All right. So, Chris, great talking to you. I'll talk to you next week.
All right. You take care.
You too. Bye.
Are you a business owner with little time to spare? Don't have enough time to do social media marketing well? You don't have to let it fall by the wayside. Let Fresh MediaWorks create and post engaging content on your behalf. With prices starting at just $75 a month, our services make you look great without breaking the bank. Text social to 713-269-4620 and let us handle it.
As always, I want to thank Gary for sitting down with me. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, for giving us what I consider the most important and valuable gift you can give, and that is your time and your attention. Go out there and participate in your city. Participate in all the great events going on in the city, and tell us about it on your Facebook groups, on your Twitter, anywhere you have friends. Share it out.